drive today over here to eastern Washington, actually near Columbia River Gorge. And yeah, I was hoping to kind of get away from the cluttery west side near Seattle, which is this time of year, you know, I've made a few videos out in the forest there, and it's beautiful, but it's so busy. And you know, I was looking to do something different, and looking to get into some more open sort of a landscape. So I came over here, and I've come to a park and hiked over here, and I see some things that look kind of promising. So I'm gonna look around a little bit more and see if I can set up some kind of photograph that would be worthwhile doing. Okay, so I'm gonna try to show what I'm taking the photograph here. I found what I like as a composition, and you can see really the these trees that are across the river over here, I think look really nice against that hillside. But as you can see, this hillside kind of tilts down to the left. And so, you know, if you just focus on those trees, you kind of end up with this unbalanced kind of a composition. So one thing I've done is I've tried to bring in this tree on the left. Now it's a little, I don't know, hopefully it's not distracting, but I think it gives it balance. And so I've included that in this photo too, hoping for something that looks nice. I did focus stack this. So I did one frame focused on these trees here on the left. I did a frame focused here on these kind of this grass that's in the river here right in front of me. And I also focused across the river over to that tree on the right. And I think that should be good. And yeah, I did this photograph at f11, so hopefully that would turn out okay, but I'm gonna have to combine those frames in Photoshop later. But I like the composition, and you know, wish I had a little better light today, but it's not too bad. So we'll see how this turns out. So another thing I found here is this there's this tree that's on this little canal here, and the colors of this lichen that's on this tree is amazing. I'm not sure you can appreciate with what with this view I have here, but yeah, there's this array of oranges and yellows and greens, just amazing. So I'm thinking I need to set up my tripod and get in here really close. Just this bark here, because you know I'm kind of a sucker for a tree bark, as you know. So I think I'll see what I can do, but I'm gonna have to get set up really, really close and see if I can make sense of this. And but that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's really a quite vivid color. So yeah, I have to see what I can make of that. Okay, so I've got a composition set up here. I'm really close to this crazy colorful tree here, and I'm hoping this comes out the way I think it will. Definitely going to require it's definitely going to require quite a focus stack here, because the diameter of the tree is not very big, so there's some depth to it, and so yeah, it's probably going to be a few shots, but I think I'm just going to do that manually too, just select the areas that I want to focus on. But yeah, let me give this a try. Let me flip this around and give you a better look here. Okay, so here you can see what I've got on my monitor there, on my camera. So that's what I'm looking at. This thing is really quite amazing. So I'm enamored with it. I hope it turns out as good as I think. But yeah, I like things like this, as you know. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm interested in things like this. So. All right, let me see what I can do. Okay, well, I'm walking out of this area here that I was in that was so nice. Yeah, this is it's always interesting to go to a different landscape and see how things look. I usually find that, you know, your eyes really get awakened, you know, when you see a totally different landscape. It's a good thing. So yeah, has been productive. Hopefully I got something good there. So we'll see. So it's getting a little bit late here, and I'm starting to lose the light for sure. But as I was hiking out here in this area, I did run into one scene that's pretty cool. It's a little bit hard for me to show you this. I'll have to flip the camera around, but there's just this line of these trees in the winter that are just bare, but you see like in this area here, this is beautiful here. And that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, I'm going to take a chance with this. I'm not sure it's great, but sometimes when I see something like that, I like to just go ahead and take some frames of that and just see. Yeah, let me flip around here so I can show you a little bit better view of what I'm aiming at here. So, okay, as you can see, it's very simple. I'm just photographing that tree line there. There's a little bit of interesting foreground. Now in real life, there's this big log here, which I'm going to cut that out. First, I tried to include that, but I think it's a bit of a distraction. So I decided to go without. And I don't know, I just like the look of the detail over there. And yeah, there's something, the backdrop kind of makes this look kind of good. I don't know, I'm just not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. I'm interested in this, and we shall see here. Okay, here I'm gonna focus just straight up, not looking at the camera here, but I'm showing on video what I'm looking at here. Yeah, zoom in by one. This is kind of what I'm doing on the camera. Well, that's maybe a little too much. Yeah, hopefully you can get an idea of that. We'll see if that works, but interesting. Yeah, let's just see. I love this photograph so much. Wow, I am so happy that I was able to stumble upon this and capture this image on that day. Yeah, it's just fantastically pleasing to me. And I have to say, it's the kind of photograph that defines who I am as a photographer, I would say, really. It's an intimate landscape, which is what I love. And it's just a hidden scene that most people would just walk right by and not look at at all. And this is the kind of thing that I just look for. And it's just such an unusual look. It's like, what is this? This network of these fine branches and those trees, and the color palette with the leaves that have fallen down on the ground, and what's behind. There's all these strange this viney backdrop of orange and green behind those trees is just amazing. I love it so much. It is just really pleasing to me. And this will go in my portfolio for sure. Yeah, it is just so good. So yeah, this is what I look for. This is really me in a nutshell. And yeah, I'm just really pleased with this. Absolutely love it. I also have to say too that I liked the other photographs that I took that day too. I was pleased with those too. We didn't have great light that day. So the big landscape photograph, yeah, not great light, but I like the composition and I like the photo, and it's something that I could certainly come back to photograph in the future. Yeah, I really liked it. And the picture of the really amazing bark that I found on that tree was just great. I like that too. So yeah, very productive day. It just goes to show you, when you go change your landscape from what you're used to, it really opens your eyes to some new things. And I invariably find that I usually take some good photographs when I go out and just do something totally different look, different landscape, different world. Yeah, highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing.